Have you ever noticed how the most powerful people rarely look like they're trying? They don't chase power, they attract it. They don't speak loudly, but their silence makes the room stop. They don't fight for control because they've already made you think the fight was your idea. They didn't get there by chance. They followed rules most people never learn, rules that sound simple but shift everything. And today, you're going to learn the final 6. Laws 43 through 48, the last chapter in the 48 Laws of Power. And it only takes a few minutes to give you something most people chase for a lifetime. Let's begin. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Power is never just physical. The greatest leaders, manipulators, and icons all understood one thing: control the emotions, and the body will follow. Fear, love, respect, guilt. These aren't weaknesses, they're levers. You don't move people with logic, you move them with feeling. Make someone love you, they'll protect you. Make someone fear disappointing you, they'll obey without question. Speak in ways that make people feel seen, valued, chosen, and they'll follow you, sometimes against their own best interest. That's not cruelty, that's mastery. You're not forcing, you're guiding. Power moves quietly, through the heart. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Want to break someone without saying a word? Mirror them. Copy their words, their tone, their posture. Act like them, and you steal their balance. This is psychological warfare. It makes people feel exposed, uncomfortable, like you've entered their head without permission. You're not mocking them. You're showing them a reflection they didn't ask for, and most can't handle it. The mirror doesn't fight. It doesn't threaten. It simply reflects, and in that reflection, your enemy starts to unravel. They won't know why, but they'll start to pull away, retreat, crack. The mirror is calm and deadly. Law 45. Preach change, but protect the familiar. People fear the unknown far more than they fear pain. Change threatens their sense of identity, their safety, their control. That's why revolutions often fail, not because they were wrong, but because they moved too far, too fast. So what do? You wrap the new inside the old. You speak in traditions, symbols, familiar tones, even if you're shifting everything under the surface. Make the surface look safe, comforting, expected. It's illusion, but it's powerful. Because the truth is, most people don't want freedom. They want reassurance. Give them the feeling of security while quietly building your empire behind the curtain. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. You think people admire perfection? They don't. They fear it. Then, they hate it. Perfection creates pressure, and pressure creates enemies. The flawless leader becomes a target. So show flaws, tiny ones, controlled imperfections. Admit a small mistake. Laugh at yourself once in a while. Let them feel like they're smarter than you, stronger, just for a second. It makes them relax, lower their defenses, and while they get comfortable, you sharpen your edge. The most dangerous figure in the room is the one who seems harmless. Law 47. Don't go past the mark you aimed for. Victory can be a drug. It makes you want more power, more praise, more ground. But every rise has a point where it should stop. And the people who fall are usually the ones who didn't know when to stop climbing. Learn to walk away at your peak. Leave before the applause fades. Finish the game while you're ahead. This isn't about quitting. It's about restraint. Knowing that a controlled exit is stronger than a greedy overreach. Don't lose everything, trying to get everything. Law 48. Assume formlessness, the final law, the hardest to master, and the most important of all. Everything solid can be broken. Everything known can be targeted. But what can't be touched can't be destroyed. You must become formless, fluid, shifting, untouchable. Never let people define you. Never let enemies predict you. Never let the world know where to find you, how to hold you, or what you'll do next. The rigid break, the flexible survive, the visible fall, the invisible rise. If they can't grab you, they can't stop you. Be like smoke, like water, like shadow. Let them chase you while you move through walls. These final 6 laws aren't about playing the game. They're about becoming the game itself. Not pushing harder, but moving smarter. Not taking power, but letting it come to you. They're the difference between a ruler and a pawn, between someone remembered and someone used. So if this unlocked something in you, if even one law made you see the world differently, then make sure you subscribe, because the game doesn't end here. There's more ahead, more knowledge, more fire, more truth. And the next move is yours. Power isn't loud, it isn't obvious, and it never waits. It moves silently through those who see the world as it is and dare to change it.